Maraba.
Welcome.
Nabata.
Obokian.
Gabo.
Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to present about doing business in Nigeria, the giant of Africa. In this presentation, we will discuss more about why Nigeria, the business opportunity, the suitable location to set up the business, the cost of doing business in Nigeria, how to deal with the business culture. So we will explain about the business etiquettes. And the last one, we will discuss about the biggest challenge to the business in Nigeria. Before we start, let me introduce my team members. I'm Riki and my friend Eduardo, Lorreta, Diana, and Soaris. We are in a group A5 of African business topic. Next slide, please. Why Nigeria? When we look at the population, Nigeria is one of the biggest countries in Africa. With the total population in 2021 is over 213 million. And by this big population, the investor can get easily the market share. Let's take a look at Lagos. Lagos is one of the largest cities in this country with 22 million inhabitants. And then we arrive to economic. Based on the World Bank, Nigeria has the highest GDP compared to other African countries. It is over 514 billion US dollar in 2021. It ranks the 27th biggest in the world measured by GDP and 25th highest by PPP. The huge population in Nigeria makes this country considered as emerging market. The environmental natural resources, Nigeria produces oil, and everyone know about this. And beside oil, Nigeria is also good at agricultural because Nigeria produces palm oil, rubber, cocoa, and many other agriculture goods that they exported to another country. Next slide, please.
Like my colleague said, agriculture and oil are one of the biggest sectors in Nigeria at the moment, as well as other ones that include technology, infrastructure, and fashion, like the entertainment industry. Agriculture is mainly the biggest one due to the crops and livestock. Next is the oil, which is the biggest also due to many other countries wanting to do business to get these oils from Nigeria. And for locations, Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, Kano, and Port Harcourt. The main reason for Lagos is because it's a main populated area, which tends to bring in many investors due to the population, of course, because they want to sell to these people that are heavily populated. And for Abuja, it's a very political place, so it's mildly populated as well, so it's good for doing business.
And now we're going to talk about the cost of doing business. And in this graph, we get to know the number of days to start a business. We got to know that it takes a minimum of 105 days to start a business in Nigeria, and it takes 55 days to deal with everything about construction permits. It takes an average of 169 days to get electricity in Nigeria, and it takes 183 days to register your property in Nigeria. When you want to get a credit or a loan for your business, it takes an average of 15 working days to get the credit, and it takes 28 days in protecting minority investors, and it must take 159 days for a person to pay taxes in Nigeria. It takes 179 days to trade across other borders, and it takes 73 days to enforce contracts. And in resolving insolvency, it takes 148 days to resolve insolvency in Nigeria.
So when doing business with Nigeria, it is very important to take cultural aspects into account, but as well as business etiquette. So when you go to Nigeria, it is important that you have the right introduction. And what we mean with that is that you should let someone you know refer you to the Nigerian business partner. This is because Nigeria is a relationship-based country. So when someone refers you to someone else in Nigeria, then it's more reliable because someone they trust says that you can be trusted. So, and then we also have the hierarchy. It's very important in Nigeria. You should respect everyone in general, but especially people that are older than you and also people that have a higher title. For the communication styles, Nigerians prefer to do face-to-face meetings, and if that is not possible to do COVID or other circumstances, then a phone call or a Zoom meeting or Teams is very much appreciated because you can see each other, and then the communication will go way better because when you send them a message or an email, then the replies will take very long, and sometimes it's very confusing, so that can cause a lot of miscommunication. And also the dress code is very important. In general, Nigerians are very well dressed, but it really depends on the industry you're working in, like the way you are supposed to dress. For example, in newer technology business, they can dress more casually, but like in general, it's more formal. And the attitude towards time is very, very different in Nigeria. When you set up a meeting at 4, you cannot expect the Nigerians be there at 4 because they're very laid back when it comes to time. So you should really make clear, really like communicate to them like what kind of time we are talking about. So when looking at the host-stated country comparison, it becomes apparent that you should really take into account the individualism, the uncertainty avoidance, and the long-term orientation. There are a lot of differences when we look between Belgium and Nigeria, so that is really something to take into account when doing business. Next slide, please.
All right, as my colleague said, there are some business etiquettes, but then we also have to pay attention to the biggest challenges you're going to face in Nigeria. So therefore, you have to research in order to eliminate all these threats. So the first one is corruption. Corruption is always something that has been dealing with Nigeria, and you have to make sure you deal with this properly, because when your goods and services or your services are being tampered with, you have limited resources, then which might lead to less revenue. Another biggest challenge is skill and how to know, because most Nigeria don't know how to manage. They have less management skill, and as a financial backer, you would want to see more, but I'm sure with your skill, you can always get to that point. We're also going to pay attention to the infrastructure. The infrastructure, we know that Nigeria has good communication system, but not good roads. So it might depend on the area where you put your business in. And also the political influences. Well, this also is going to play a big role in your business, because politics is one thing that has tax and stuff like that. Power supply is one thing you're gonna have, because most of the Nigerians don't have electricity, and that might be a big problem in most of the businesses. So that's why generators and similar are being utilized in Nigeria. Also, the government regulation. In Nigeria, the government decide how your business is run, and that might not be favorable to your own organization. Next slide, please.
So we really advise you to invest your business in Nigeria. As we discussed, Nigeria is very great country to invest in. Thank you very much.